everyone, and welcome to my podcast, in Wonderland. I'm so happy we're here together again. Today, we embark on a journey into a very special world, the world of meaning. When life feels heavy, confusing, or even hopeless, there's a quiet question that whispers inside us. Why keep going? Viktor Frankl, an Austrian neurologist, psychiatrist, and Holocaust survivor, dedicated his life to exploring that very question. And out of his experiences, both painful and profound, he developed something called logotherapy, a therapy of meaning. But logotherapy isn't just for therapy rooms, it's a way of seeing life, a way of surviving it, and maybe even a way of loving it. So grab your coffee or tea, find a cozy place, and let's wander into the heart of logotherapy together. Firstly, let's answer this question. What is logotherapy? The word logotherapy comes from the Greek word logos, which means meaning. So simply put, logotherapy means healing through meaning. While many psychotherapies focus on the past, like on wounds, on childhood memories, logotherapy turns our gaze toward the future. It asks not what happened to you, but rather what is waiting for you, what is asking to be lived through you. According to Viktor Frankl, the deepest human drive is not pleasure, as Freud thought, or power, as Adler believed, but meaning. Frankl believed that we can endure almost anything if we can find a meaning in it. Frankl's ideas weren't born in a university or a library. They were born in concentration camps in Auschwitz, Dachau, and others. He lost his parents, his brother, and his pregnant wife in the camps. And yet, among the horror and devastation, he noticed something extraordinary. The prisoners who could find some meaning even in suffering were the ones most likely to survive. Meaning could be tiny, like thinking of something they loved, holding on to a dream for the future, believing their lives still had something left to do. In Man's Search for Meaning, Frankl wrote, "Those who have a why to live can bear almost anyhow." This quote didn't come from theory. It came from lived, brutal reality. And so, after surviving the camps, Frankl returned to Vienna and published his book, pouring out everything he had learned. He also formally developed and taught logotherapy, a therapy not just for trauma, but for the universal human need for meaning. And here are some key lessons from logotherapy. First one, meaning is unique. There is no one-size-fits-all meaning. Your meaning is different from mine, and even your meaning today may be different from your meaning 10 years from now. Meaning is dynamic, alive, something we must constantly discover and rediscover. 2. Meaning can be found even in suffering. Frankl says that when we cannot change our situation, like illness, loss, or hardship, we are still free to choose how we respond. Suffering, if unavoidable, can be turned into an achievement of the human spirit. 3. The existential vacuum. Frankl observed that many modern people feel an existential vacuum, a deep sense of emptiness. Without clear values or meaning, people may turn to materialism, addictions, or distractions. But true fulfillment doesn't come from filling the void with noise. It comes from listening to the silent call of meaning. 4. Responsibility over comfort. In logotherapy, it's not about asking what we expect from life, but rather what life expects from us. This subtle shift from passive to active changes everything. That's how we become co-creators of our life stories. 5. 3 pathways to meaning. According to Frankl, we discover meaning in three ways. 1. By creating something, a work, a deed, an expression of ourselves. 2. By experiencing something, love, nature, beauty, or relationships. 3. By adopting an attitude, especially when facing unavoidable suffering. Here, in Wonderland, I like to think of logotherapy not as a heavy burden, but as a kind of companion. Every day, we are offered little invitations to find meaning, like in a small act of kindness, in creating something with love, in choosing to face a hard moment with dignity. We might not always have control over our circumstances, but we always have a choice over our attitude. At the end of man's search for meaning, Frankl writes, everything can be taken from a man but one thing, the last of the human freedoms, to choose one's attitude in any given set of circumstances. And maybe that's where the true magic lies. Not in perfect lives, not in endless happiness, but in choosing again and again to live with meaning. So, my dear Wonderlanders, until next time, stay curious, stay kind, and keep listening for the quiet call of your meaning. Bye, guys!